What's up, Fam Jam? It is Bobby Chow here at Ask Bobby Chow. Now, what I want to cover today is embracing risk. That's a big topic. Now, what do you think the number one thing is when people are dying in their deathbeds and they're like, I've always wished I've done that, and they never did. And that's the challenge. And that's the challenge that I give to you today is, are you living life embracing and also encouraging and allowing a bit of risk? I would say close to 60-70% of the world population live in comfort, right? The white picket fence, the livable home, right? For example, myself, I could try to make minimal and live a comfortable life, not grow, not expand my own skills. Would I be satisfied? Probably not. And as you get older, and this is one thing for those that are young, as you get older, and those that are old will know this, years pass you by quicker. And as the earth continues to evolve, time actually moves quicker than it used to. I know that sounds really odd. But we don't have as much time as we used to in terms of the hours in a day, even though we still have 24 hours in a day. But you blink an eye and 10 years pass you by, and you reflect back and you're like, hey, have I been doing the things I've always wanted to do? And the answer might be 40% yes, 30% yes, and be like, yeah, I've always enjoyed part of what I did. But there's always been a part of me that has always wanted to explore or risk or try this. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have other, elderly parents or something that you have to spend your time on. But however, remember that it is your life. It is your life to be able to manage time in your daily, weekly, monthly schedule the way you need to have it managed. So having said that, what you want to do is be able to include enough risk in your life that you're feeling challenge, you're feeling growth, right? For example, Ask Bobby Chow. It's something that I've always wanted to do, to create a channel, but I never had the guts to do it because there's risk involved. There's always risk involved, right? Whether it's time, putting my face out in public, being able to dedicate myself while I have enough endurance to push through, things like that all come into play, right? And you have to share that time. You have to understand, where you want your business and your direction to move. And it takes a lot of internal deep diving. As kids, we were always dreamers. We've always dreamed of, hey, I've always wanted to be this, or I've always wanted to be that. Growing up, I was reading a book on careers, and I was going through that book, and this was a long, long time ago. And the most prominent positions they had in there were the typical ones that you would hear: police officer, fireman, doctor, lawyer. There wasn't anything like, hey, social media, hey, like Facebook, or like online businesses like Amazon, right? So folks like Jeff Bezos, right, the CEO and president chairman of Amazon, as well as Mark Zuckerberg for Facebook, they all put risk. They all put themselves in a lot of risk because their risk tolerance is higher, and they also have that drive, right? So it's really up to you to say, hey, what is my dream? What have I always wanted to do that I haven't done? And the time is always now, right? One of my mentors, Eckhart Tolle, live in the present, right? You only have that right now, and that's all you ever have. I mean, you can spend that time living in the past and think about all the past things that have happened. You can also think into the future and keep planning and planning and planning. One point in my life, I've always been planning my whole life around. And boy, I tell you, things change a lot, and it changes quickly. And oftentimes you don't foresee it, so it's unforeseen unknowns. And you can't put that into factor until it actually comes and it happens. So are you a dreamer or are you living in reality? So I gotta get going here, but I'm gonna try to keep this within 5 minutes. I'm just a little bit over, but that's my challenge to you, is how much risk are you putting into your life, right? How satisfying is your life right now? And what else can you modify to make it more satisfying? So that if you're ever in that deathbed, you're not thinking, hey, I should have tried this. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video.